City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Stafford going to put it up right away. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run for the first time here with Kyron Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Like that play.
Pick up there at 22.
God, you like that play. That's what I want to see. You only got 3 plays.
Already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive, and I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And that would be no good, but there are penalty flags on the field here, and I think they were a little overzealous trying to block that one. Now another shot here at the PAT. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Smith on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him, and somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fan. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They snap it to Smith. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done. Pete
Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They snap it to Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Certainly.
just shoot him with the pizza.
When I had a stroke, like a one arm, like I had a left side, it says one hand, you can do it with one hand, and all that, man. This motherfucker.
You gonna have it, huh?
Man, that's just so.
You gonna
be on that motherfucker.
Oh, you gonna have it. But I'm gonna reach out to the company and show you what to do. Like in this day and time, in this world, you see how you watching that? So I reach out to them, and like an email and say, listen, I have an uncle that is a veteran. He loves to fish.
Outdoors.
And you know, he got some outdoor, you know, I'll just let him know.
That motherfucker, man, that motherfucker nice. It go anywhere too, man. All right, Django. Django. Yeah, them days, this week passed by, man. I didn't know that yesterday was Saturday, man. Friday. I mean, you know, that thing. It's so Bill Moore. You know, what on my mind is passing on by quick.
Yeah, that's why we said March 1st would be here real quick. Yeah, so get everything rolling. Let me see. I gotta go back down.
NBA is going too. That's the main thing.
We will. We got everything set up.
The Social Security got to get, see how much money that, or they told me how much I was getting on Social Security now.
Yeah, they said 3.2% upgrade. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Watch out, Django.
Let me get up here and I need to get on that.
Keep watching your thing, man.
Yeah, I am.
Because the more you're gonna see so much more shit. Now I want you to look at. You think you got your bike? So some things you're gonna need now.
That's coming.
Yeah.
Let's get the money.
Helmet. Yeah. I want you to think about your helmet. What you want?
Man. Yeah.
Yeah. What you want in the helmet? I already know the helmet. I'm gonna show you the helmet.
And the thing like that folks say.
Yeah, we can talk and all that. Yeah. So and then I know you're gonna have the glasses like I got and shit like that. So that's gonna take care like your phone calls and stuff like that. But the helmet will have it in there too. Okay, so like hey uncle, we're gonna stop at the next stop right there. I don't have to call because once we ride that e-bike and you're gonna see once you know, I don't know how to track ride or anything like that. But once we get on that trail and you got your music and everything, you got you some, you know, some snacks to eat, but you ain't gonna want to come back.
I'm gonna have my school jazz. I'm gonna be.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be jamming on that.
And I'm gonna show you by that time when you get your bike, you have your phone. You got to get a phone case for your thing, and then You have your watch, because your watch is going to tell you how many miles you went, where you went.
Yeah, my blood pressure.
And then it's going to tell you your blood pressure, all that. So all that stuff will be checked. Take your medicine, boom, we eat, You go fishing, we're going to put fishing rods on it, because you're going to have a big boy. I already know. That bike is, that track, when you see, what you seeing on TV, it's like my bike. People don't know how big that fucking bike is until you get in front of it. That's going to be a monster right there.
I don't give a fuck. That's what I want, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm finna live, man. We finna live, man. Let the goddamn VA pay for the motherfucker.
Yeah, they're going to pay for it.
They might buy that motherfucker for me, man. That wheelchair thing.
Well, the people might give it to you. That's what I'm saying. If I write, they might give it to you.
For test for
test
advertising.
Yeah. Say, listen, I got a veteran.
We start selling them.
Yeah. We start a channel. Say, listen,
you get into that company. It's a lot of them what they take for. People ain't got head no stroke, but had strokes. Shit, and have had paralyzed for spinal cord injuries and shit like that, man.
Yeah.
Let me go up here and watch this shit.
Okay.
Man.
Okay. Come here, Django. Go sit down, man.
Hey everyone, Tommy here with Outrider USA. Hope you're doing great today. We're going to walk you through all the different ways that you can transport the Coyote. It's super lightweight, it's compact, it's easy to transport, and there's lots of different ways you can do it. Depending on what vehicle you've got and what gear you've got, we're going to show you the different ways.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first down is Mahomes. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawks.
Go 100 miles. Huh? Thing go 100 miles. Go 100 miles.
Look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw.
Oh, man.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
He got it.
And that was the yards that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. A run by Dallas to start the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Walker once more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Trying the left side with Walker, down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Throwing is Smith. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We're scoreless after 1. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Gino. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Pushes past him. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in the play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Smith. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Pacheco.
Ah, man.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. They'll set up to throw. Take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Gino on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Straight ahead, Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on first down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let them come get the quarterback and dump it off, and there could be some room to roam.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This pass going to be caught by...
Oh, my God.
Now he's free up the right sideline. He's got a full head of steam. McCole Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. McCole Hardman taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. Down to about the 45.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Gino now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Smith. Flushed out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, big play.
Touchdown! Noah Fant from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'll go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw went a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. That is incomplete. The defense Defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Yes!
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second down, 8 yards to go. And going right back to Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Smith. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Finding Hardman. Finding room at midfield. They find some open field here. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Mahomes.
Sure.
Throw by Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Mahomes out to his left. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Smith to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Smith's going to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Smith now to throw.
Oh!
Out of bounds and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Smith.
Is incomplete. Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs to bet.
And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Mahomes to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one either.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. Steps away. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 4.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never a question of fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes.
Good catch.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now Patrick going to change the play. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's Pacheco. And this time he is in. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are in. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, here's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second down, a run with Dallas. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Smith. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Off the middle, here's Walker. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Now
the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This was complete. It's Rashee Rice. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, he knows coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Smith on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to speed things up here. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. It is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. The kill here is complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
When you see zone defense and you know you get a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Smith working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. This is Walker, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second down and 6 now. Throwing now is Gino. This is Fant on the short completion. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Smith going right back to Fant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
I'd say they got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Gino down to throw. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. A big play there for KC. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught at the 6. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs have taken a 4th quarter lead. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6. Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw, Smith. Out right to Smith and Jigba. Now 2nd and 4. Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's third down. To throw is Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. 2nd and 6 coming up. Smith. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. To throw is Mahomes. They'll be caught by Rice. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Mahomes. That is intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's 1st and 10. Smith's going to throw it. Gets this to fair. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Throwing Jones. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Well, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And Saquon going to have a Giants first down as he'll get this down to the 23. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Out of the gun, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Just the first quarter of a tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. He ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Smith now to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Smith on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. run with Walker. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now Geno. Left side complete to Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Now it's Smith. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's got this down to the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Smith. Outright to Smith and Jigba. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Myers' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 8. Straight ahead, Walker. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Big play from a big man, Kayvon Thibodeau, off the edge and dropping him behind the line. Throwing now is Geno. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tossing this out wide to Dallas. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
Here's 2nd and 7. Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And he's
Shut you, Lo.
Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Hit that button. Oh, yeah. Busting it. Yeah, hell yeah.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Yeah, I'm playing the game right now.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I fucked up. Oh, I should have kicked it. Field goal, but it's all good.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 2. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Put some pressure on this motherfucker.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Jones.
Almost had it. Yes. Should have knocked it out of his hand.
But not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Free action fake.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
Missed it.
He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Yeah.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Red zone. Play my red zone defense. Play my red zone defense.
Opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Ain't going for it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Again, it's Barkley.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Here's Jones. Touchdown, Giants.
Good defense.
Bellinger, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith to throw. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Here's Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Smith's going to throw it.
Oh,
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now it's Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Smith now to throw.
And his throw
is incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Smith.
Oh, my God.
It's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Yeah, I settled it.
And the Giants have just about sewn up.
I'm on a 3-game losing streak.
Making winning plays That is a running play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
Yeah, I fucked up. You played a good game. I mean, you can get beat by anybody, though. So, yeah, I was supposed to win that one. Yeah. hmm See, yeah, yep, it do. Everything, how you tackle, everything. Who was that? Who was his team? Giants, New York. Yep. Oh, gee. I write down the teams that I play, and I keep the points because I can tell you how many points I lost from playing that team. You know? So yep. E210. All right, I do it like this. All right, so the last game I played, right? My points, my rank was 46112. So I just played this dude right here. He was the Giants, right? Check this out. My rank points is 4676, right? And the last before I played this game was 4612. So I lost about, let's see, 6 minus 2 is 4, 7 minus 1 is 6. I lost about 16 points. You know what I mean? So 6449, I was 6456. So I lost about, I say about 8 points off of that one. It made me 649. That ain't gonna change your winning record. And then I looked at his record, 23412, 210, 110. So the Giants, I see how many points I got off the Giants. And I do it for every team, write it down. Yes. So I didn't lose that many points. You feel me? Rank points. I didn't. I'll never know who I'm facing when I play Gina. Okay, it's Kansas. Okay.